In this very lesson, we shall be looking at questions on three-set problem because in our previous lesson, I made a promise that in our next lesson, we'll be looking at questions on three-set problem. So here's our first example. Let's go through it and then let's start with the actual work. Mathematics, English, and life skills books were distributed to 50 students in a class. 22 had mathematics books, 21 English books, and 25 life skills books. 7 had mathematics and English books, 6 had mathematics and life skills, and 9 had English and life skills books. We have to illustrate the information on the Venn diagram, and then we have to find the number of students who had all the 3 books, and then exactly 2 of the books, and only life skills books. So this is our task. Let's go through them. So anytime you come across questions of this nature, the first thing that you're supposed to do is to fish out the vital information from the question and then you write them down. So this is what I've done. We have U represent the number of students in the class, M the number of students who had mathematics books, E the number of students who had what English books, and then L the number of students who had life skills books. And then the number of students who had all the 3 books, we don't know. That's what we are coming to find. So let's represent it with any variable, let's say x. And then we have the number of students who had mathematics and then English. And then the number of students who had mathematics and English. And then the number of students who had English and then life skills books. After writing down the vital information from the question, the next thing is you draw your Venn diagram to illustrate the information. So let's do so. So let's M represent this particular circle. Let's E represent this particular circle. And then let's L represent this particular circle. So we have our M to be what? 22, E 21, and then L we have what? 25. So after drawing your Venn diagram like this, the first region that you're supposed to represent is the intersection. I said what? The first region is what? The intersection, and that is this particular portion, this region, X. Good. Now that we are done with the intersection, we move on to this region, and then this region. Good. Now we are saying that the number of students who had mathematics and English, there are how many students? 7 students. Mathematics and English. So which portion or which region represents mathematics and English? So mathematics and English, the whole of this region is for what? Mathematics and English. But we have X to be here. So what do you think will be the value for this or expression for this particular region? It is going to be what? 7 minus X, because we are saying that the whole of this region is what? 7. And we have X here. So definitely this region is going to be what? 7 minus X. Good. Similarly, mathematics and English, we are done with that. Mathematics and then life skills. So mathematics and life skills. So the whole of this region is what? Mathematics and life skills, and that is 6. So to obtain this particular region, what must we do? We have to subtract X from what? 6. So we have 6 minus what? X. What about this region? So we have 9 English and then life skills. So English and life skills, this region, the whole of this region is what? 9. So definitely this region is going to be what? 9 minus X. Good. So once we are done with this, then we have to find these regions, right? These regions. So we can call them A, B, and then what? C, because they are not part of the information given. We have to find them. In our previous lesson, I gave you 2 formulas that's going to guide us to solve questions on three-set problem. Okay. So with the first formula, we said that the summation of all the regions within the Venn diagram is equal to what? The universal set. So we have is equal to the number of students in the class. So it means that when we sum this region, this region, this region, this, and all these regions together is equal to what? The number of students in the class. But here is the case that we don't know this region, and then this region. So for us to be able to find the value of x, then we need to find this region, and then this region. After that, then we sum all the regions together. We equate it to what? The universal set, or the number of students in the class. Exactly. Good. So let's find the value for A. A is what? A represents mathematics only, B represents English only, and then C represents what? Life skills books only. So let's find this particular region. Go. So we have this, but we realize that the whole of this circle, is for what? Mathematics books. So this. So it means that when we sum this region, and then this region, it is equal to what? This. So let's sum them together. So we have 22 is equal to 6 minus x plus x plus what? 7 minus x plus this region is equal to what? This. So this plus this plus this plus this is equal to what? 22. Good. So let's perform our algebra. We have 22. So we have this x will cancel this x. 6 plus 7 will give us 13. So we have 13 minus what? X plus a. Our interest is to find what? The expression for a. So what do? We have to shift the whole of this expression to the left hand side. So we are going to have 22 plus what? Sorry, minus 13 plus x is equal to what? A. And when you do the subtraction, we are going to get 9 plus x is equal to a. So the whole of this region is what? 9 plus what? X. So we are done with a. Now let's move on to b. So b, then we are saying that the whole of this circle is equal to 21. So when we sum this region, and this region plus this region is equal to what? 21. So let's do that. So we know that 21 is equal to 9 minus x plus what? X plus 7 minus x plus what? B is equal to what? 21. So from here we can do some cancellation. This will cancel this. So we have 21 is equal to, this will give us what? 16, right? So we have 16 minus x plus b is equal to 21. So we are looking for b. So we have to move the whole of this to the right hand side. So we are going to get 21 minus 16 plus s is equal to what? B. So when we do the subtraction, what are we getting? 5 plus x is equal to b. So the whole of this region, we have what? 5 plus what? X. Good. Now that we'll be able to find this region, we are left with this region. So let's do that. So we have 25 is equal to this plus this plus this plus this, right? So we have 6 minus x plus 9 minus x plus c is equal to 25. So let's do some algebra here. So we know that this s will cancel this s, right? So we have 6 plus 9 will give us what? 15 minus x plus what? C. We are looking for c. So we have our c is equal to 25 minus 15 plus what? X. So we have our c is equal to 10 plus what? X. So the whole of this region is equal to 10 plus x. Now we can clean the a, b, and then the c. Good. So we are done with our representation, representing it on the Venn diagram. We are done with that. So this is I. Now the next question says that we have to find the number of students who had all the three books, meaning that we have to find the value for their intersection, which is x. So let's do that. So to find the value for x, it means we are going to sum all the regions together. We equate it to the number of students in the class. So we are going to have 50 is equal to 9 plus x plus what again? 5 plus x plus what again? Plus 10 plus x plus what again? 6 minus x plus 7 minus x plus 9 minus x plus what again? Plus x. And all of this is equal to the universal set 50. So as I said, to find the value of x, we are going to sum all the regions together. So this region plus this region plus this region plus this plus this plus this plus this is equal to 50. Now let's continue with that. So we can see that some of the x's can cancel, right? So you can see that this x can cancel this x. This x can also cancel this x. What again? We can see that this x can also cancel this x. So let's do the simplification. So we have this and that will give us 14, 24, 30, 37, 46. So we have 46, and then we have what? Plus x. We are looking for x. So we have our x is equal to what? 50 minus what? 46. Therefore, our x is equal to what? 4 students. So the number of students who had all the three books are how many students? 4 students. Very, very easy and then simple. So we are done with I. Let's move on to I, which is what? Exactly 2 books. So exactly 2 books, it means that we are going to look for those students who had 2 books. Exactly 2 books. So from the Venn diagram, you realize that the region that represents exactly 2 books, we are going to have this region, and then this region. So this region represents those students who had exactly 2 books, because with this region they had mathematics and English only. This region represents mathematics and life skills only, and then this region represents English and then life skills only. So we are just going to sum all these regions together, and that's going to give us the number of students who had exactly 2 books. So let's do that. So we have I. So we are going to have 6 minus x plus what? 9 minus x, and then we have 7 minus x. We know that our x is equal to 4, so we have 6 minus 4 plus what? 9 minus 4 plus 7 minus what? 4. So we are going to get 2 plus 5 plus what? 3. So then we are going to have what? 10 students. So the number of students who had exactly 2 books, there are how many students? 10 students. Now let's look at the last question. How many students had only life skills books? Life skills books. Only life skills. So the region that represents only life skills books is what? This particular region. So this region represents only life skills books. So the number of students who had only life skills books, only we are going to have 10 plus what x, and we have already established that our x is equal to 4. So we have 10 plus 4, that gives us 14 students. Very, very easy and then simple. Very, very easy and simple. Now with the same question too, you can use the second formula or equation that I gave you, that is this plus this plus this, then minus this minus this minus this minus this plus this is equal to the universal set. You can use that formula to do